If you can dream it, you can do it. Hello everyone, welcome to Beena's Notebook. This is the second episode of Beena's Notebook, and today we have a very special guest who is an inspiration, inspired many and still inspiring. So I would like to welcome Mr. Om Prakash Shah to the second episode of Beena's Notebook. Hello, Mr. Om Prakash Shah. I welcome you to Beena's Notebook.
Thank you. Thank you, Beena, for featuring me here at your show. It's my pleasure to be here, and my heartfelt gratitude to you for providing me an opportunity to reach numberless people through your show.
Before we start the question answer series, I have a lot of questions to discuss. So, first of all, I would like to tell the audience that you all are like having this kind of problem in your mind that we are from Hindi medium school, and just because of that, we are not able to speak confidently. If this is your thinking, then the example is in front of you. Mr. Om Prakash Shah is from Hindi medium school, but he is now an English and literature expert along with child counselor. So we would like to hear more about you, sir, if you say something to the audience.
Surely. So, let me tell you something which is not mentioned here on the screen. I was born in Muzaffarpur district of Bihar, and as my father was settled in West Bengal, I was brought up there in West Bengal. Got my education from a local state board Hindi medium school named Sri Ganesh Vidyalaya High School, and my higher secondary from Uttar Lothabadi Hindi Higher Secondary School. Got myself graduated and mastered from Siliguri North Bengal University, and at present I am serving Purnia district of Bihar as an English teacher and a child counselor.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for introducing yourself. So, one question is in my mind like, how difficult it was for you to switch from Hindi to English, because now you are an English expert, language as well as literature. So, what are the problems you faced during that time and how you overcome it?
It is said, Bina, that a problem is not at all a problem till we think it to be so. And I could recollect another saying that a well beginning is half done. Initially, I faced a number of problems. I was nervous. I could not dare to stand in front of the English speakers. But as I went on, my teachers, my seniors, they guided me, they counseled me, and ultimately, I learned two key factors which proved very much fruitful in my development. I found knowledge and confidence working as the master key for a change. So ultimately, English is a language, and language is nothing but a code. So, in order to decode the thing, we need to work a little, but it is not so tough even. So, I started enhancing the techniques of the language. It was a foreign language to me, and I had spent number of time in a different world, so directly jumping from Hindi to English was initially tough, but I kept on adding grammatical information to my vocabulary. I kept on working to get the accent, to get the tone, and slowly gradually I come up. The four things what I find, the first two I said, it is knowledge and confidence. Another two thing is exposure and exploration. So if you can explore yourself to the world which you are not from, it can be done. Even God has gifted us with a very good power of imagination. So we
Great.
can, if we are able to make that environment, if we are able to explore, if we are able to expose ourselves to the field, no language is tough. Leave me in Japan for 6 months and I will come up with a very good and fluent Japanese tongue.
That's great. Yeah. So, I would like to ask you one personal question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, surely, surely.
Actually, I had heard about, like, before, in your childhood days, you used to repair bicycle with your father. So that skill, do you have right now also, or you have totally completely forgotten about it?
Yeah, that is engraved in my mind. That is in my blood and bones. How can I forget that? I involved myself practically while my father was working at the repair workshop. I had learned all the skills, and it has been quite long. In fact, I think 15 years that I had not touched anything, but still I have the entire skill. And the only thing I found from this thing, this work, is involvement. And I very often say to my students that if one gets completely involved into a thing, it is very tough to forget. In fact, they can never forget it. So involvement is learning.
Yes, sir, you are absolutely correct. Involvement is learning. I still remember I had learned scooty long before, and last year also I did not get any chance to ride the scooty. But with confidence, and I can assure you that I can ride the scooty right now also. Yes, it is absolutely correct that involvement is learning. The more we involve ourselves in one particular thing, the more we get to learn. So moving on to next question, which I have in my mind, that is this word English. People nowadays, they have this phobia, English phobia, that they cannot speak properly, they cannot write properly. So how to overcome from this phobia called English? Is it very important to learn English nowadays? As we all know that yes, it is important, but how to overcome it?
Yeah, learning any language, I think, is important. And to the linguist, one who has developed an interest in language, they must keep on adding languages. And English, as Hindi, Bengali, Nepali, the language we speak, English too is a language. And this fear or phobia is nothing but a state of mind. So, I have already talked about two key factors: implementing them, the skill, the techniques, the knowledge, and a little confidence in order to express ourselves will be of great use to overcome this fear. And undoubtedly, exposure matters a lot. You need to explore the world, and if it is not possible physically, try to imagine the world, find yourself there in the world. And if we keep on thinking to be ourselves in the world, we start living there. So either we can directly get involved into the physical English world, or we can imagine ourselves to be there, and that will be a great change. Means mysteriously you will find yourself changed.
So, what do you think? Like, grammar is really important to learn English because people find difficulties while learning grammar, especially. And grammar is also important while speaking, while writing.
Yes.
So, what do you say?
Yeah, once I read a quotation. I could not recollect the source and neither the name, the speaker, but he had said that if you want to be a good English speaker, set fire on all the books of English grammar. So I don't know. This may be correct to a different statement, to a different context, sorry, but what I personally feel is grammar is very important to the environment we are in. Whatever is coming out of my mouth now is the sum total of grammar, is the sum total of the skills, techniques I have learned, and confidence undoubtedly is added here. So, grammar to us is a baby step one must learn very well in order to run the marathon of English world. These baby steps are really very important. It may not be important to the English speaking world, but it is important for us.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Like, you are an example. You are also from Hindi medium school. what I have heard, like people nowadays, they think that I am from Hindi medium school, and just because of that, I'm not able to learn English properly. And they think that it is not my cup of tea. Like, what do you want to say about them?
Yeah, very right phrase you have used. Cup of tea. Exactly. Taste matters, right? Yeah, that's good. So, see, every Hindi medium student nurture a dream to be a very good English speakers, to be very good at English. But there are very few who leaves the dream open-eyed. So living the dream is important. Simply dreaming won't do. Simply dreaming won't change the thing. And there are certain things in order to add any linguistic skill: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. These are the four things that even the ASL counselors teach the same thing. So we need to expose ourselves more and more to good English speakers. Means we need to listen good, and may it be cup of tea, may it be our taste bud, or may it be our tongue, it changes. Our human body are so adaptive that it can change, it can accept any sort of changes, anything. We need to work a little more there. And as I said, listening should be the first priority, supermost priority. The more you listen, you will find yourself being enriched with the vocabulary. As you start learning, as you start understanding something, listening someone, as the audience listening me, if they understand me, it is very clear that they have the vocabulary which is coming out of my mouth. And when we are enriched with the vocabulary, when the vocabulary or the words or the linguistic skill we have in abundance, we cannot stop ourselves. So there is no turning back after them. After that, persons will keep on expressing, because it is again a human nature that we cannot keep the words within. Whatever we have in abundance, definitely we are going to spread that out to the world.
Great, inspiring. All inspiration words you have said. Great. This, whatever the answers you have given just now, really going to inspire all the students and the audience. So, could you tell all the audience about your new venture where you are involved or engaged?
Yeah, why not? At present, apart from being a child counselor and an English teacher, we have initiated, along with one of my very close friends, an English academy. So it's a startup, and thus it's a venture. It's at risk whether it will be successful or not, but we will keep on working. So, in order to educate the people around, and as we have chosen the motto, education, our mission. So our ultimate mission is
Great.
education, and we will be taking the English learners to a different level. So if the student around is interested, they can switch to Headway English Academy Facebook and Instagram page to get more information. It offers different courses like reading, writing, elocution, and academic courses too are available there.
Thank you so much, sir. Great initiative, I would say. Thank you so much for coming, giving us time. You are an inspiration for all the students. So, before I wind up, I want you to give a message to all the people, to all the audience, your students. Like they, nowadays, people, they give up that I cannot do this, I cannot do that, it is not possible for me. So I want you to give a message to all the audience.
All right. So you asked me to answer one thing, but I'll answer two things. So additionally, there is something
Yeah.
for you to say. So let me answer the first question first. Give up. So giving up is an attitude. I would better say it is an option that everyone has. Everyone has this option. Give up. As we are dealing with this discussion, we both have an option to give it up. So everyone possesses, everyone keeps. And if you keep on giving up things, if you won't dare to take challenges, that will be imbued within you. that will be engraved as a quality, and their problem begins. So giving up is an attitude, it is an option that we all have. If you dare to give, you can never win. As the saying goes, winners never quit and
Yes.
quitters never win. So
Yes.
though you have the option, but I always suggest my students and persons in touch never to switch to that option. Give up.
Thank you, sir, for your motivation, your inspirational words. Thank you so much for everything. Even I'm feeling very glad that you are in my show. Thank you so much, sir, for spending your time, giving us time, giving me time, especially. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here.
And thank you. And here comes the second thing that I told. Before I sign off, I must tell my audience that the host, Bina herself, is a symbol, is a great source of inspiration to many.
Oh my God,
She
thank
herself is
you.
a symbol of a skill, hard work, never give up, and ever smiling attitude. So keep that up, Bina.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Surely. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Really, today it's really a great day as you are here in the show. Your words are really going to motivate and will reach out so many. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for calling me here.
Yeah. So, friends, we will come back soon with a new guest and a new topic. Till then, keep smiling, keep watching, and have that attitude in you that is never give up. Take care. See you soon.